Hello guys, welcome to our channel Shubhada Group of Education CC. You are watching Sajji's physics videos for Karnataka CET and NEET. So here is a problem on electromagnetic induction or EMI. Let's solve some more problems on them. A square coil of 10 to the power of minus 2 meter square area is placed perpendicular to the uniform magnetic field of intensity 10 to the power of 3 Weber per meter square. The magnetic flux through the coil is, right? See, you know that the magnetic flux pi can be defined as B into A into cos theta, and theta is the angle between the magnetic field and area vector, correct? So this is what the plane now, and we take the area vector outward and along direction. This is what area vector now. Then the magnetic field is perpendicular to it, so that's the reason why theta is going to be 0 here. Okay, so the flux pi equal to B is nothing but 10 to the power of 3 and area is 10 to the power of minus 2 is going to be 10 Weber. 10 Weber. So option A is the right answer. Next problem. The next problem says that a straight conductor 0.1 meter long moves in a uniform magnetic field of 0.1 Tesla. The velocity of the conductor is 15 meter per second and is directed perpendicular to the field. The EMF induced between the two ends of the conductor will be. Okay, so as you know that this is the motional EMF concept. E is equal to B into L into V into what? Sin theta. This is the formula which you need to use here. The B is given as 0.1 Tesla. The length of the conductor is 0.1 into V, velocities or speed is 15 meter per second, and the sin theta, as it is perpendicular to the field, the velocity of the conductor is directed perpendicular to the field. That's the reason why it is sin 90 degree. Sin 90 degree. So that's the reason why I will get as 0. How much it is? 0.15 volt. 0.15 volt. Option B is the right answer for this question. The next question is, a coil of resistance 400 ohm is placed in the magnetic field. If the magnetic flux pi linked with the coil varies with time, T as flux pi equal to 50 T square plus 4, the current in the coil at T equal to 2 seconds is, correct? So as you know that by using the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, the magnitude of the induced EMF equal to d pi by dt, correct? So that's the reason why it is d by dt of, instead of flux pi I can substitute 50 T square plus 4. So that is equal to this 100 T. So therefore induced EMF at T equal to 2 seconds, that must be equal to 200 volt, correct? So now the question is to find out the value of current by using the Ohm's law. I is equal to V by R. Now V is 200 volt divided by R is how much? 400. It is going to be give you an answer as 0.5 ampere. Option A is the right answer. The next problem is, a square loop of wire side length 10 cm is placed at an angle of 45 degree with the magnetic field that changes uniformly from 0.1 Tesla to 0.0 in 0.7 seconds. The induced current in the loop is, and its resistance is given as 1 ohm here. Okay, see, clearly the value of magnetic field is changing here, correct? The question is to find out the induced current I equal to E divided by R. So this is why I need to calculate the value of induced EMF here. E equal to minus d pi by dt, or magnitude it is d pi by dt, correct? D pi by dt. And here the area is constant. Okay, area is constant, but the magnetic field is changing here from let me take it as pi as B into A, right? B into A. Now A, it is B1 minus B2 into cos theta divided by dt. Now area is 10 centimeter into 10 centimeter into 10 to the power of minus 4 now. Okay, into change in magnetic field is how much? It is 0.1, right? And cos 45 degree 1 by root 2 divided by change in time is 0.7 seconds. 0.7 seconds. So that Suppose if you solve this one, you will get it as 1 milliampere. Okay, 1 milliampere. So option A is the right answer for this question. Okay, so this is what something you'll get here for E, and I equal to nothing but E divided by R. Just divide this entire answer by how much? R is 1 ohm. So that is this must be the answer for this one. So that is what? 1 milliampere. I must be equal to 1 milliampere. This is how you can easily solve this problem. Next problem is a coil has an area of 0.05 meters square and it has 800 turns. It is placed perpendicularly in a magnetic field of strength 4 into 10 to the power of minus 5 Weber per meter square. It is rotated through 90 degree in 0.1 seconds. The average EMF induced in the coil is. So for this, I clearly told you in the synopsis, induced EMF equal to NBA omega. NBA omega. Okay, so this is the simple formula you can use here. Okay, the coil has the EMF and it has the N turns here. Okay, the question is to find out the value of the average EMF induced. Average EMF induced, correct? So that's the reason why question is to find average EMF E. Let me use E equal to N into B into, now theta is changing, right? Theta is changing, cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2 divided by dt. This is nothing but induced EMF equal to d pi by dt itself. Okay, it's the same formula. This is not required here. Okay, so instead of pi, I can substitute NBA cos theta. N is the number of turns, and B is the magnetic field, and area is the cross section. It's a cos theta. Okay, so now substitute the each and every values here. 800 turns. The magnetic field is 4 into 10 to the power of minus 5 Weber per meter square. The area of the cross section is 0.05. And the cos theta 1, first of all it was 0 degree, right? After that it is rotated by 90 degree, in the sense cos 0 degree minus cos 90 degree divided by the change in time is how much? 0.1 second. If you solve this one, you'll get 0.016 volt. Option D is the right answer for this question. So taking the area vector, the angle between area vector and magnetic field is very much important here. Next problem. The next problem is nothing but a square coil of side 25 centimeter having 1000 turns is rotated with a uniform speed in a magnetic field about an axis perpendicular to the direction of the field. At an instant t, the EMF induced in the coil is E equal to 200 sine 100 pi t. The magnetic induction is. Okay, so we need to find out the value of the magnetic induction here. Okay, to find out the magnetic induction, what can you do here is you can do like this: E equal to NBA omega. Okay, I need to calculate the value of B here. So therefore B equal to E divided by NA omega. NA into omega, correct? So what is the given information here is a square coil of side, in the sense area must be equal to 25 centimeter into 25 centimeter, we can say. Okay, N is 1000 turns. Okay, so and they have given the equation that E equal to E naught 200 sine 100 pi t. So clearly omega equal to 100 pi and E naught is going to be 200 now. So therefore B equal to, instead of E I can use 200 divided by number of turns is how much? 1000 and area is 25 into 25 into 10 to the power of minus 4 and omega is how much? 100 pi. Okay, so that you will get, if you solve this one, you will get it as 0.01. okay, so it is going to be 0.01. yes, it is 0.01. 0.01 Tesla. Okay, just go through the solution. Okay, just simplify it and try to get the answer for this one. 0.01 Tesla. The next problem is, if a coil has the 400 turns and area is 4 centimeters square, is suddenly removed from a magnetic field, it is observed that a charge of 2 into 10 to the power minus 4 coulomb flows into the coil. If the resistance of the coil is 80 ohm, the magnetic flux density in Weber per meter square is. Again, the same type of the problem here as well. Okay, the same type of the problem again. So as you know that induced EMF E equal to NBA omega. Okay, NBA into omega, but they have given the value of the charge as well. So you know that induced EMF E equal to I into R, correct? I into, because the resistance is given there. So instead of I can take dq by dt into R here. Clear? So that's the reason why E is nothing but d pi by dt, that must be equal to dq divided by dt into R here. Clear? So now dt cancelled here. So the only varying flux here, cut or not, this is just a varying flux. I can say that it is B into A. This is must be B into A, okay, into N or NBA, that must be equal to dq into R. Okay, so therefore N is the number of turns 40 and the magnetic field is how much now here? That is what we need to calculate here, Weber per meter square B into area of the cross section is 4 centimeter square, 4 into 10 to the power of minus 4. That must be equal to, the charge is 2 into 10 to the power of minus 4 and the resistance is 80 here. Okay, so now 10 to the power of minus 4, 10 to the power of minus 4 gone. Okay, so what we left with? 16, 160, 160. So 4 4 is 160, 40 into 4 is 160, 80 into 2 is 160. So what we left with? B equal to 1 Tesla or Weber per meter square. So that's the reason option B is the right answer for this question. Okay, the next problem says that a copper disc of radius 0.1. See, if the disc is given at that time, induced EMF E equal to 1 by 2 times B omega into R square. Okay, so here omega is given in revolutions per second, correct? Omega equal to 10 revolutions per second. I have to convert it into radians per second here. That is what I'm just multiplying by 2 pi. That is what 20 pi radians per second. Okay, radians per second. Suppose if I substitute that here, so what will I get? Induced EMF E equal to 1 by 2 times. The magnetic field is how much? 0.1 Tesla into omega. Omega is going to be 20 pi into R square is 0.1 square. So that you will get it as something like, how much? Just calculate, just give a try to solve this problem now. What we left with? 2 1s are 2 10s are here, correct? So 10 pi into 0.1 into 0.1 into 0.1. Okay, so that I will get 0.1 cents pi into 10 to the power of minus 2. Pi into 10 to the power of minus 2 volts. This is option C is the right answer. Look at this problem now. A jet plane of wingspan of 20 meter is traveling towards west at a speed of 400 meter per second. So in such type of problems, I can use induced EMF E equal to B into L into V into sine theta. So value of the B is 4 into 10 to the power of minus 4. The length of the wingspan is 20 meter and the velocity, the speed is 400 meter per second. The sine theta, sine 30 degree. Sine rate is 1 by 2 here, 1 by 2 here. So I will get 3.2 volt as the answer. Option B is the right answer for this question. The next problem says that a long solenoid has 500 turns. When a current of 2 ampere is passed through it, the resulting magnetic flux linked with the each turn will be 4 into 10 to the power of minus 3 Weber. The self inductance, you know that n pi equal to L into I, correct or not? So they have given the value of n pi as well as I here. I need to calculate the value of L, n pi by I. The number of turns is 500. The flux density, that is what, 4 into 10 to the power of minus 3 Weber. The current through it is given by 2 ampere. So that I will get it as 1 Henry. 1 Henry. Option A is the right answer. Okay, so the one more problem is given here. A solenoid has 2000 turns wound over the length of 0.30 meter. The area of its cross section is 1.2 10 to the power of minus 3 meters square. Around its central section, a coil of 300 turns is wound. If an initial current of 2 ampere in the solenoid is reversed in 0.25 seconds, then the EMF induced in the coil is. Okay, so clearly it is a mutual inductance. The relationship between induced EMF equal to coefficient of mutual inductance M into di by dt. For solenoid it is mu naught times N1 N2 into A divided by length of the solenoid into di by dt. This is the formula which you need to use. Okay, so let me substitute here. Mu naught equal to 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7. N1 N2 2000 into 700, right? Sorry, 300 into the area of the cross section is how much? 1.2 into 10 to the power of minus 3. The change in current is 2 ampere divided by the length is how much? The length of it is 0.30 meter and the time is how much? 0.25 seconds. Okay, suppose if you solve this, you will get it as 48 millivolt. Option D is the right answer for this question. Okay, this is how you can solve some problems on electromagnetic induction. They are very much important as well. So thank you for watching this video, and kindly do like this video. Please try to share this video with your friends and colleagues to support us. Please do subscribe to our channel. If you have any doubts, make a comment on the comment box so that I can help you with. Wish you very best to your examinations. Very good luck. Thank you.